everybody from Tourism 1000. I just wanted to do a quick video for you. So let me see, I think that we are in week 6, so welcome to week 6. Okay, so I wanted to let you know just a couple of things. First of all, I did see that everybody, well, a couple of people didn't take their quizzes. I'm not sure why, but for those of you who took their quizzes, good job. I'm glad that you did that. I was pretty happy with the marks from the quizzes. We had a couple of 10s, but that's kind of uncommon. Typically, I would expect somewhere between 6 to 8. So don't worry too much if your mark wasn't quite where you wanted it to be. It's the first quiz. This really gives you an idea as to what the rest of the quizzes will look like. So typically, I would expect the marks to potentially be a little bit lower. Okay, so don't panic about the marks that you got for your quiz if it wasn't exactly as high as you wanted. Now, I did notice a couple things. One is that I did notice that people did take, the vast majority of you took the full 30 minutes. What I will do is I will give you 35 minutes for the next quiz. But part of the reason I think a lot of people took a lot of time for the quiz is because a lot of people tended to write more than was necessary. So for instance, when I ask you a question such as what country welcomes the most international tourists each year, all you have to do is say France. You don't have to write a full sentence or a full paragraph. If you only need one word to answer the question, just give one word. Now, what I will do on the next quiz is I will actually go ahead and I will write out, 1 to 2 sentence response max or one short paragraph, something like that, so you actually know how much you need to write. But don't feel like you have to write in full sentences if it's not necessary. Don't feel like you have to say a whole lot more than what is there. Just answer the question. So anyway, not anything to worry about. A couple things I noticed, there were 2 questions that a lot of people did seem to struggle with a fair bit. One was about the multiplier effect. Now, this was covered in week 2. There were actually 2 videos, the one that I did with the PowerPoints and then the actual multiplier effect video that was done. So this was explained twice, but I did see a lot of people struggled with it. So the multiplier effect is how far $1 goes in the economy. So the idea is money comes from somewhere else, money gets used multiple times within the economy, and that's what we want to happen. The 3 sub-effects are the direct effect, the indirect effect, and the induced effect. So we have tourists from China come to Australia. They bring their money with them. They pay $100 for their hotel. That is a direct effect. They are paying directly for a tourism service, that hotel room. Then that hotel takes that money from that $100 and they pay their employees. That is an indirect effect. Even though the money came from the Chinese tourist to the hotel is now using it to pay their employees. So that is the indirect, the second effect. Then the employee takes that money home and uses that money to pay for their rent or their utilities. They buy groceries, they pay for their kids to go to school, they pay for piano lessons, whatever. That is your induced effect. So that money has now been used directly for a tourism service, indirectly by that tourism service to pay somebody else, and then the induced effect is when that money actually goes out of the tourism area. Okay, so that's the first part. The second thing that I noticed was when people were answering the question about leap year's tourism system, a lot of people tended to get hung up on the transit route. Now, here's the thing. The transit route does not have to be strictly an airport, okay? It does not have to be an airport. So the transit route is typically a destination. So that's why I think I used the example of Dubai, and I said a UK tourist leaves the tourist generating region, which is England. They go through the transit route region, which is Dubai. So maybe they stop in Dubai at the airport and they go to a hotel. They stay there for a couple days. They might go skiing at the mall. They might go shopping. So it's whatever they do in the destination. The transit route is not strictly the airport, okay? The transit route is the destination. And then their final destination is, of course, Australia. So I do want you to review those two things because these two questions, you may see them again. Okay, so if you are still unclear on them, please let me know. And if I need to make another video explaining it a different way, I'll see what else I can do. I'll have to try to be creative though. But anyway, I think that's that. So welcome to week 6. We are now officially halfway through the semester. Several of you have spoken to me or sent me emails about your essays. I have gone ahead and responded to those. Several of you have asked me to meet and do a Skype or a Zoom outside of office hours. That is fine. So just let me know if you're unable to make the consultation hours, and we can definitely set up another appointment. That's no problem. But yeah, if you have not thought about your essay, please start thinking about your essay because that's only due in a couple of weeks, okay? All right, well, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great day and a great week, and if there's anything that you need, you know how to get in touch with me. All right, thanks everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.